Hazel. Hazel, are you kidding me? It's the 25th. It's your payday, right? Where is the money? Answer my calls now. Don't ignore your mother. Hazel. Sorry, Mom. My payday was changed to the 15th. Eleanor. What? Are you serious? That's more than half a month away. Do you think I can wait that long? How are we supposed to live without your money? You have savings, don't you? Stop making stupid excuses and transfer the money ASAP. Hazel. I'm sorry, Mom. If I send you the money now, I won't be able to make ends meet. Eleanor. I don't care. Did you forget about Madison? She's still in high school, and it'd be a pity if we couldn't pay her tuition. Oh, and by the way, Madison and I are planning a trip in June. We need $1,000 for that, so make it $2,500 this time. You better transfer the money by tomorrow, or you know what will happen. Hazel. But I have student loans to pay too. I can't manage that much, Mom. Eleanor. Shut up. Don't make excuses. I told you to work after high school, but you chose to go to college, not me. Stop being selfish and think about your family for once. If you don't send the money by tomorrow, you know what'll happen to Pearl. Hazel. Please, Mom, don't hurt Pearl. Eleanor. Then make sure I get the money tomorrow morning. I call her Mom, but Eleanor is actually my stepmother. Madison is her daughter, my half-sister. Pearl, on the other hand, is my blood sister. Our father died in an accident when I was old enough to start working. Since then, Eleanor's treatment of Pearl and me has been completely different. She used up all the money our father left for us, and when that ran out, she began using Pearl's safety as leverage to force me to support her financially. One day, Pearl reached out to me. Pearl. Sis, it's me. I need to talk to you. Hazel. Pearl. I've been waiting for you to message me, calling my company to ask for my contact info. That was bold. Pearl. Good thing I remembered your company name. It was easy to find online. I just didn't think of it sooner. Hazel. It's okay. Is everything all right? Pearl. Not really. Mom doesn't want me to go to college. She says I have to work after high school. She's already talked to someone who owns a nightclub about me working there. Hazel. A nightclub? She's serious? I can't believe this. I should have never left you behind. Pearl. Sis, don't blame yourself. You went to college to get the job you always dreamed of, right? None of this is your fault. It's all Mom's. Hazel. Pearl. I'm so sorry. I promise I'll help you. Pearl. I can't take it anymore. Hazel, I'm leaving. I don't care if I can't go to college. I'll find a job on my own. But I'm not working at that nightclub. Hazel. Pearl, listen to me. We'll figure this out. I'm coming to your graduation ceremony, and when I do, we'll leave together. No one needs to know. Pearl. Mom and Madison are going on a trip that day. It's the perfect chance. Hazel. All right, stay strong until then. We'll get through this together. On the day of Pearl's graduation, everything went according to plan. I had already prepared a place for her to stay with me. After the ceremony, we packed her things and left quietly. The next day, Eleanor called. Eleanor. Hazel. It's the 16th. You got paid, didn't you? Where's the money? Answer me, you ungrateful brat. Hazel. Excuse me, Eleanor. Eleanor. What'd you just call me? I'm your mother. Hazel. First of all, I don't consider you my mother. Eleanor. Oh, so that's how you want to act. I should give Pearl a few bruises to teach you a lesson. Hazel. Go ahead and try, except Pearl isn't there anymore. I took her after the graduation ceremony. She's safe now. Eleanor. What? Bring her back now. She's supposed to start work tomorrow. Hazel. No, Pearl is going to college, Eleanor. We've been talking about her dream school for a long time, and I'll make sure she gets there. Eleanor. How dare you? Hazel. Enough. You've manipulated us for long enough. Hazel. Anyways, it's none of your business, Eleanor. Stop talking nonsense. Eleanor. You should be the one to stop talking nonsense. Excuse me? Hazel. Pearl is with me now, so your blackmail doesn't work anymore. We don't have to deal with your insanity ever again. Eleanor. What the hell? Are you seriously abandoning your mother and your precious sister? We're your family. Do you think you can talk like that to your family? Hazel. Family? Let me make something clear. I only have one mother. the one who gave birth to me. And my precious sister, that's Pearl. You and Madison, you're just strangers to me. How can you act like a mother after treating us so horribly? I'm honestly questioning your sanity. Eleanor, if that's the case, I'll go to your office. You know what I'll do? I'll tell everyone there that you're a selfish piece of trash who abandoned her mother and sister. Hazel. Oh really? Do you even know where I work? Eleanor. Of course I do. It's that manufacturing company near the college you went to, right? Hazel. No, I left that job a long time ago. Actually, that company went bankrupt shortly after I started working there. I got a new job right away, but Dad passed away right after that, and everything got so chaotic, I forgot to tell anyone except Pearl. Eleanor. Is that so? Hazel. Yes, I moved to a different place for my new job, and I didn't tell you because I knew you wouldn't care. Honestly, I'm relieved. If I had told you, I'm sure you would have done something crazy. Oh, and by the way, I've gone through the proper channels to ensure you won't know where I live. Eleanor. What? What are you talking about? Hazel. In other words, I'm not going to send a single penny to you or Madison. You're on your own now. Eleanor. What? What about Madison's tuition? Her living expenses? Hazel. Not my problem. Pearl and I finally broke free from our toxic life with Eleanor. A former classmate told me later that Eleanor and Madison ended up in a pitiful situation. Madison had to drop out of high school because Eleanor couldn't afford her tuition, and she was forced to work part-time. Eleanor, on the other hand, refused to work at all, and their relationship became strained. As for Pearl, she moved in with our uncle and his wife, who were instrumental in helping us escape. Although she missed the college admissions deadline that year, she got accepted into her dream school the following year. Pearl is now thriving as a student, living a life full of happiness and independence. I couldn't be prouder of her. As for me, my life took a turn for the better. I met the love of my life at work. He used to be my boss. Now, we're engaged and planning our wedding. I'm finally building the happy family I've always dreamed of. Second. Stella. Hey Mom. I've been trying to contact you, but you're not answering. I just saw the mail you sent me. Can you explain this? Mother-in-law. Oh, you finally got it. There's nothing to explain, dear. It says exactly what it means. I want you to divorce my son. That's all. Stella. Divorce? I'm pregnant with Daniel's child. I can't even reach him now. Can we at least talk about this? Mother-in-law. What's there to talk about? I've already sent you the divorce papers he signed. Oh, and those photos of Daniel and his new girlfriend, did you see them? That beautiful young lady is his soon-to-be wife. You should accept the divorce and let him be happy. Stella. This is too much. How can I accept this one-sided divorce? This is a private matter between a husband and wife. We need to discuss it properly. Mother-in-law. Discuss? Sweetheart. While you were off staying at your parents' house for the pregnancy, Daniel moved on. He started a new life with that lovely young woman. Don't stand in the way of his happiness. Stella. This can't be true. Why would he do this? Mother-in-law. Oh, don't blame my son. Blame yourself. It's your fault he cheated. Stella. What? What did I do? Mother-in-law. You kept using your morning sickness as an excuse. You should have been more attentive to your husband. Mother-in-law. You didn't take care of Daniel at all. He was anxious about becoming a father for the first time, and you couldn't even sense it. It's all your fault, got it? Of course, he would dump a cold wife like you. Stella, that doesn't justify him cheating on me, and don't act like you understand the pressure of becoming parents for the first time. I've told you I had severe morning sickness. I was in and out of the hospital. You know that, don't you? Mother-in-law. That doesn't excuse not taking care of my son. He needed love and comfort. Besides, Daniel is the youngest and the only son. His two older sisters are already married. You know what I mean, right? Stella. What are you trying to say? Mother-in-law. Your baby's a girl, isn't it? We wanted a boy, and here. Stella. What kind of outdated tradition is that? When I told you I was pregnant, you said you'd be happy with either gender. Don't tell me that was a lie. Mother-in-law. I was just saying that to make you happy. Honestly, I wanted a boy. But when I found out it was a girl, I was so disappointed. You're over 30 years old, so Daniel and I decided it would be better to start over with a younger woman. Stella. And what about the baby? You expect me to raise her on my own? Are you serious? Is Daniel trying to escape his responsibility? Mother-in-law. No, that's not what I mean. Of course, Daniel will take responsibility. He'll pay alimony and child support. Just divorce him as soon as possible for his sake. Stella. So, just because the baby's a girl, Daniel cheats on me and starts another relationship. He brought her into our house while I was away, and instead of facing me, he sent the divorce papers through you. Is this your explanation? Mother-in-law. Pretty much. This is all for Daniel's sake. I hope you understand. Stella. I don't understand any of this, but please give me some time to think about it. Mother-in-law. Think about it? What's there to think about? Just submit the divorce papers. Stella. I need to think about my life with my baby. I'd also like to talk to my parents about it. Mother-in-law. Oh my goodness, you're so spoiled. You can't even make a decision on your own. Do you need your mommy and daddy to decide for you? Jesus, I was right about the divorce. How could you even say that your son can't even talk to me face to face? He asked you to do it instead. It's not the same thing. Stella. I'll need time to think, okay? My belly is starting to hurt, so if you'll excuse me. Mother-in-law. Fine, just make up your mind soon. Oh, and you need to move your stuff out of the house. I feel bad for his new girlfriend, you know. Stella. 2 weeks later. Hey, any updates? It's been 2 weeks, you can't just ignore this. Stella. I was just about to send a message, sorry. I went into labor earlier than expected because of the stress I've been under. I've been in the hospital for a while now. Things have been crazy. But don't worry, my baby and I are fine. We just had a sweet, cute baby. Mother-in-law. Okay, so what about the divorce papers? When are you submitting them? Stella. I've discussed it with my parents and I've decided to accept the divorce. I don't think I can build a happy life with him anymore. I don't care what you think. Mother-in-law. Well, when will you finalize it? What about alimony and child support? Stella. I'll be in the hospital for a while, but I've already contacted a divorce lawyer. She'll be reaching out to you soon. She'll discuss the terms of the divorce, and once both parties agree, I'll sign the papers and submit them. Mother-in-law. This is too much trouble. I wish you could just submit the papers now. Mother-in-law. Well, if you're going to accept the divorce, I guess that's good. I don't have much choice but to wait. So I'll wait to hear from the lawyer, right? Stella. Yes, she's the best lawyer, and I'm putting my trust in her. Please take her opinion as my decision. Take your time with it. Mother-in-law. I need to hear from Daniel himself. I don't mind if you attend the meeting, but please make sure Daniel and his girlfriend will be there too. Stella. Whatever. I'm sorry, but it's almost time to breastfeed, so if you'll excuse me. Stella. Later. Hello, Mom. My lawyer said she's on her way to Daniel and his girlfriend's place. So please take care of this. Mother-in-law. I didn't get any message from the lawyer. Well, okay, I'll take care of it. I just want this divorce over with so the new wife can have a baby boy to be our heir. Stella. Actually, I've asked your daughter to represent me. Mother-in-law. What? Why would you do that? I remember your eldest daughter was a lawyer, but why her? Stella. When I was looking for a lawyer, I remembered your eldest daughter. She was kind enough to give me advice. She's agreed to take my case despite her busy schedule. I'm grateful. I also know Daniel is scared of her, so this is the best choice. She said she'd do her best, so I trust her. Mother-in-law. This is terrible. He left his pregnant wife alone, cheated on her, and now stresses her out with a divorce right before the baby's born. Stella. I agree. And if you're willing to pay alimony and child support, I'm not asking for much. Mother-in-law. Alimony and child support, huh? How much do you want? Stella. I think I should get double the average amount. Mother-in-law. Oh, you're greedy. Stella. It's Daniel's fault. I'm entitled to this much. We've discussed it with my lawyer, and you can get your own lawyer if you want to negotiate a reduction. Mother-in-law. Fine, you just want money. I'll give it to you. But I'll ask for it in one lump sum. Better than my son being with a useless, greedy woman. Stella. Is she even a woman? Mother-in-law. What do you mean? Stella. My lawyer did some investigating. Apparently, Daniel's girlfriend is listed as male in the family register. Mother-in-law. What? You must be mistaken. She's obviously a woman. Stella. Well, maybe she's a woman now, but she was registered as a man. It's possible to change sex legally. This isn't about gender. Daniel's choice is his own. Mother-in-law. Wait. What about our hair? I thought she was a young woman who could have a baby boy. That's why I supported their relationship. Stella. That's not my problem. If she can't have kids, what's the point of any of this? Mother-in-law. Wait a minute. Did you just say she's a man? Stella. Yes. But that's not the real issue here. Mother-in-law. But Daniel's with someone who's not a woman. I thought he wanted a baby boy. Stella. I don't know what to tell you. This is up to him. But if you think he'll come back because of a boy, you're wrong. Mother-in-law. I just realized it was my son's fault. I'm sorry for being hard on you. He feels bad about it too. Can you think about it again? Stella. I'm sorry, but no, I've made my decision. My son deserves better than a man who's caused so much pain. Mother-in-law. But you and Daniel, you're meant to be a family. You can make it work. Stella. No, I'm done. I won't raise my child around someone like him. They'll be a bad influence. I'm going ahead with the divorce. Mother-in-law. Please reconsider. He'll be a father for the first time. He's under pressure. Stella. He can't be the father of my child. I'm moving on. Mother-in-law. But my son is sorry. Please just talk to him again. Stella. No, I've been through enough. If you want to apologize, do it to me. Take responsibility for what you both did. Mother-in-law. Please, I just want to hold my hair. Stella. Thanks to my lawyer's efforts, I managed to get as much alimony and child support as I could. I got the divorce and custody of my son. I'll raise him well, unlike his father. Stella. Afterward, my ex-husband got attached to the person he was cheating with. He quit his job and fell into debt trying to pay me the alimony and child support. I heard Daniel and his mom are now on the run from debt collectors.